You know, when I think of PlayStation 2, this is what I think about. Not really the game itself, even though this game is amazing, and I'm not really talking about any of the other 1,000 plus games that the PS2 has, but I'm talking about the feeling. You know, the feeling of popping a great game into it and then just getting transported into another world. That's what I've been missing with the games that come out today, you know, and that's what I want to regain. That's what I want to experience again. So that's why I bought myself a PlayStation 2 after all of them long years without having one. You know, I have great memories of this thing back when I was a kid in Brazil with all of the like doo-doo games like San Andreas, Rio de Janeiro and stuff like that. Those were amazing, okay? And I want that feeling back. Maybe it's nostalgia, maybe it isn't. That's what I'm gonna figure out, you know? And I just thought, why not record it, you know? Why not document this journey? So that's what I'm doing, you know? Maybe for me, this journey started back in 2010 when I first got my PlayStation 2. But for this channel, it starts right now. So welcome everybody. I hope you guys enjoy. So I bought this PlayStation 2 not too long ago on eBay, and I specifically bought this one because it came with the original box, which honestly made it feel super special. And this whole thing wasn't meant to be anything more than just a way for me to re-experience my childhood, but the moment I opened that box, I realized that there was a lot more to it than that. There's something about unboxing a console like this. The cables, the controllers, the console itself, all of the memories just kind of come back all at once immediately. This is the system that I grew up with, you know, and that I spent like God knows how many hours on. But unfortunately, I did not have the opportunity to have it unboxed when I was a kid, just because my dad bought one used from a friend. And what I didn't know about it at the time was that the console that I had a mod chip installed. So every time I turned it on, a Matrix logo would appear before the PlayStation logo. And I honestly thought that it was just how the PlayStation 2 worked, you know? It wasn't until like years later that I realized, yeah, that was definitely not normal at all. But to be honest, it was kind of a blessing in disguise, just because I remember going to shopping malls with my parents when I was a kid, and because my PlayStation 2 had a modded chip, I could buy the not so original games, you know what I mean? And there were these really shady stores, like hole in the wall type deals inside these shopping malls that had entire sections of copied PlayStation 2 games. And they were not like inside any type of case or anything like that. They came in plastic baggies with the printed game art folded inside of them, and the game disc just like throw it in the middle of that. But they were cheap, like very cheap. I kind of remember getting like 3 or 4 games for like $10. It was amazing. But like I would walk out of the stores with a stack of games and feeling like I just won the lottery, you know. But like I said, no manuals, no official cases, nothing like that. But like to me, and I'm pretty sure to many other people that was my age at that time, that just didn't really matter. What mattered was that we got new games to play and brand new memories to unlock. The PlayStation 2 had a huge culture in Brazil. We had bootleg games, modded consoles, even custom versions of games that never really officially released or like existed. Things like the one I said before, the GTA San Andreas set in Rio. It wasn't official, but it was kind of normal and it was super cool in my opinion. I remember that I used to go to school and talk about these bootleg versions of games with my friends, and it was a blast. But finally unboxing this now and trying to create a collection the right way feels very satisfying, and it is strange how much of those memories just keep coming back to me. And I only bought this PlayStation 2 to like re-experience some of my childhood. But after watching someone build a collection in a really creative way, I realized that I kind of wanted to try something similar but with my own spin to it, you know? So what I hope is that this channel isn't just about collecting games, it's about the process and the stories. It's about letting the journey be part of this whole thing. It's showing how a collection grows one step at a time. And just for once, let nostalgia take some of the decisions. And so I can finally have something I dreamed of when I was a kid. Well, as you can see, I'm very excited about this whole PlayStation journey I'm taking, and we can, for the first time, cross off something in our list. We finally got the console, which feels pretty good. You know, you can't really have a PlayStation 2 collection without a PlayStation 2. I mean, you can, but, you know. Anyways, but yes, I'm very excited about this. So much so that even before the console was here, I bought a bunch of games. So, yes. And it's pretty fun because I was able to search on eBay, even though some of the things there are quite overpriced. Facebook Marketplace has some amazing deals, and even on some very local game stores here, it was very fun to meet people that, you know, maybe they want to have a PlayStation 2 collection as well. So you being able to meet people that have the same goal as you, it is pretty fun, and you can talk about games and maybe some obscure games, some underrated games, some overrated games. That was very fun for me. And yes, okay, I'm done with this segment of yapping. I'll just show you guys what games I got so far. But again, it's a growing collection. It's gonna be growing. Some of these games are kind of doo-doo as well, so I just want to maybe get them in a better condition, but we'll cross that bridge once we get to it. But anyways, here are the games that I have so far. Alright everybody, so for the games, I got GTA San Andreas. It's a pretty fun game, I guess. I haven't played it yet. I started playing GTA 5, but still haven't finished. I got Cassin. That was actually the first PS2 game that I bought at a local game store. It was like for $10, and I loved how it looked, and it's a real-time strategy, so I can't wait to play that. Kingdom Hearts, because Kingdom Hearts. Should I, like, do I have to say more? I don't think I have to say anything more. It's Kingdom Hearts. Freaking amazing. Final Fantasy X, because I never played a Final Fantasy game, and I know the PS2 is very, very well known for its library of MMOs, so Final Fantasy X. God of War 2, I still need God of War 1, because I will not play God of War 2 before I play God of War 1. And this one apparently has a bonus disc. I don't know what is in it, but it looks cool. SpongeBob movie SquarePants. Apparently it's an actual pretty cool game, but I got it as a bundle on Facebook Marketplace with a couple of other games. So yeah, no manual though. SOCOM, because even in Brazil we knew about SOCOM and I never had it, and I've always wanted to play because, you know, Navy SEALs, they're cool. So yeah. Medal of Honor European Assault. It was one of the first games I played on the PS2, and it was super hard, but I absolutely loved. So yeah, get that thing straight. There you go. Medal of Honor Rising Sun. This one very beat up, as you can see the plastic. So that's one of those that I have to change or get in better condition, you know. Then we have Medal of Honor Frontline. Apparently it was the first Medal of Honor game for the PS2, if I'm not mistaken. Very hard, still to this day. And then we got the Call of Duty Legacy little box that I got on eBay. Super cool. It's Call of Duty 1 and 2. Kind of like a bundle thingy. Apparently the PS2 had a bunch of those, which I'm not gonna lie, that's pretty fun. Like having a little custom box for your games, like that's super cool. So yeah, got Call of Duty 2 there, the big red one, and then Finest Hour over here, the first Call of Duty, which can't wait to play. I loved Call of Duty 3. I have big memories with that one, but I don't have it right now. Ace Combat 5, man, wow, just so many memories of me not knowing what I was doing while flying some pretty cool airplanes. Yeah, Tourist Trophy. Never heard of this game before until a couple of weeks ago from the same people that made Gran Turismo. Still gotta get some Gran Turismo games, but yeah, Tourist Trophy, we in here. Burnout, just because my girlfriend got me into Burnout 3, and it's pretty fun, but first Burnout, because we gotta have all the Burnout games. And the Lord of the Rings, again, came in that bundle from Facebook, and it's beat up, it's doo-doo, it's very bad, but yeah. Okay, now that you've seen the console and the games that I have for it so far, I want to show you something else. This is the list so far of games that I want to have in my collection. I say so far because the PlayStation 2 had a ton of games, like we all know, and maybe I just don't know some cool ones that I kind of want to have it here. So this could very well grow or shrink, to be honest. Maybe I get the chance to play some of them and I realize that I don't really like them, and I'll just take it off my list, you know. But the point of this episode, I just don't want it to be about buying stuff, you know. I want it to be about memories. I want it to be about nostalgia. I want it to be about having some kind of focus, you know. I want to make this right. I don't want it just to go out, buy a bunch of games, and that'll be it, you know. I want to have a purpose to all of this, you know. Because like back when I was a kid, I didn't have shelves, you know, full of games and cases and manuals and all that. I didn't. I had baggies and burned discs, and sometimes the games wouldn't even play, you know. And I want to have something right this time, you know, something that actually matters to me, something that is cool, that I can look at and I can make some new memories with, you know, some cool memories, just like the ones I have of my childhood, but I want to make some new ones of those. So yeah, I mean, I'll just keep this open. It's not the final list, and like I said, maybe it'll grow, maybe it'll shrink, who knows, but I just wanted to have a vision and something to start from. And yeah, this is episode 0. I'll see you guys on the next one. Thanks for coming with me.